Minister, good morning. I'm proud to introduce the Irish Minister for European Affairs, who would like to make a brief statement, and then we'll take a couple of questions before we move on. Thank you.
I wish to make this statement in my capacity as Minister of State for European Affairs of Ireland. It was an honour today to chair the Security Council for the final signature event of Ireland's presidency of the Council. Today it was very appropriate that the Council mark 25 years since the adoption of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. High Representative Nakamitsu and Executive Secretary Robert Floyd's briefings were a clear reminder of just how relevant nuclear disarmament is today. Nuclear tests should never happen, anywhere or any time. Where they do, they have an impact which transcends generations. Young people such as Maggie Wanyaga from the CTBTO youth group recognise the threat that these tests pose. They are taking action and reminding us all of our responsibility to them and to all future generations. Disarmament has been a long-standing key part of Irish foreign policy at the UN for decades. The Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty is an essential part of the nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation architecture, and its entry into force is a strong priority for Ireland. Thanks to the impressive monitoring capacity of the CTBTO, we can now detect nuclear testing wherever it occurs. The system also has valuable scientific and practical benefits like disaster risk reduction and reducing humanitarian need. All of this was achieved without the treaty's entry into force, but there are key benefits from entry into force yet to be achieved. It's time for the treaty to achieve its full potential. On this 25th anniversary, Ireland calls for a renewed and collective effort so it can enter into force. States who are yet to sign and ratify the treaty should do so without delay. This call is especially urgent for Annex II states, without whom the treaty cannot enter into force. The CTBT is an important step towards a world without nuclear weapons, a world without the devastating humanitarian consequences for all of humanity. In this context, I also look forward to delivering a statement on behalf of Ireland at tomorrow's high-level plenary meeting of the General Assembly to commemorate the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons. And if I may say a few words in my own language, the Irish language, a few sentences. It's more an onordom bhean seo inniomh, sa náisiún aontaithe, sa bhurgan seo nua áireach, tá muid ceiliúra, cothram fiche cúig bliain ó corach bun on comprehensive test ban chunra. Is cúis mór comóra doing, chuirnúil in a ríis an táhacht a buineann le na tástáil seo críochnú go Joe. Talán Ibre eile le déanamh agus de éire chun leanach de roi leis an obair sin. Thank you.
Minister, the first question I'll go to James Bays from Al Jazeera. You can ask the question in English or Irish.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to do a little bit more study for the Irish, so I apologise for that. Minister, on a nuclear-related issue, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, at his news conference here on Saturday, said the IAEA needed to rule on Australia receiving nuclear-powered submarines from the UK and US. Otherwise, he said there would be a queue of countries also seeking this technology. What's your response?
We have noted the situation in relation to Okuza. It is clearly a developing situation, and we will certainly keep our eyes on what is happening in this position. But clearly, our focus here today is on the issue of nuclear weapons and on the issue of the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. We have had a huge success on that over the last 25 years. In relation to other matters, we'll certainly keep ourselves abreast of all developments there.
Thank you, Minister. The second question to Pam Falk from CBS.
Thank you, Mr. Minister, and thank you, Ambassador. It's Pamela Falk from CBS News. There seems to be a direction movement in the wrong direction on nuclear weapons. Iran is moving forward. The deal is still not re-established with the United States. North Korea is testing. Are you worried that the world is going in the wrong direction on nuclear weapons? Thank you.
I think the commitment of Ireland is to work, as we have done here since we joined the United Nations, to work towards a world without nuclear weapons. We've done a lot of work and with other member states over the last decades. We remember a very important step in that work today, but the purpose of that remembrance is to make sure that the world can go in a good direction on nuclear weapons, and that we can redouble our efforts, re-highlight the situation, and make more people aware, and particularly today, the voice of the youth, the voice of the next generation, who deserve and need a world without nuclear weapons.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, everybody. The Minister is going to have to go. Our programme is very busy. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at the Syria meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Minister. Thanks, Tom. Okay. We'll come back to you. Thank you very much.